Hey everyone, and welcome back to Community Builds on Scrap Mechanic. Finally, the last one was like March 9th, but as some people that follow the channel will know, especially those on the Discord, I've been trying to get back into and used to normal life again. Last couple years weren't the greatest, so I haven't been recording Community Builds as much because I like to have a proper and honest reaction to everything, and if I'm not feeling the greatest, I can't really have a proper reaction to it, right? So, that being said, let's finally get into it again. Okay. So, hopefully these all work. One of them has been waiting for quite a while, and then another one of them isn't in the list because it's a challenge and not a blueprint. But either way, first of all, is Stadium Truck V3 by King Ralph. We have quite a few builds by King Ralph this time. Creator King Ralph by King Ralph. Changes to previous generations. Slightly smaller and even width, more basic double wishbone in the front, but at a 30-degree angle, new forelink in the rear, and bump stops. Things to note. I have moved the controllers and engines as far up as possible to minimize concrete weight blocks, as well as adding bump stops for more useful weight to the rear. I have also changed the chassis cage style, so tell me if you think this looks better, or the old style of Gen 2. Also, this is the only rear suspension I've made that with landing a big jump, the suspension doesn't glitch into something. So, I believe most of the builds today are not transport trucks, Baja vehicles. So I'm going to take this over to the Baja track, and we'll check it out there. It really likes to go straight. I can tell that so far. At least under throttle, it likes to go straight, lots of understeer. But when I let off the throttle, it kind of oversteers and rolls. Well, it doesn't oversteer, but it's really good once you let off the throttle. Alright, so we're over at the Baja track. I almost tried to press Control F like on Gearbox. I need to start playing this as much as I used to. So, we have a full tube chassis. Looks really good. A little bit of weight in the back. Good weight for the rear axle. Alright, so we have a front, what I would call S-arm independent suspension, just because this is kind of shaped like an S. Technically it's A-arm, but whatever. And then lots of bearings just to make it all, work how it should. And then bearings here for caster. Doesn't look like there's camber adjustment, but that's fine. And then the rear end is a 4-link. Looks like it also has sway bars. It might have a sway bar, it might not, I can't tell at the moment. Those could just be the bump stops. Interesting. How much suspension travel does it have? How well does it handle it? Not bad. At slower speeds, it handles pretty well. Let's do a quick lap and see how it goes. The rear axle moves very nicely, and yeah, those are bump stops up there, which do their job pretty well. For anyone that doesn't know, a bump stop in suspension is like an extra springy damper thingy that when the axle or suspension in general compresses enough, it will hit the bump stop, and then the bump stop adds a little bit more resistance to help prevent bottoming out and whatnot. Top speed wise, it's not the fastest, but I wouldn't necessarily want to go any faster with this. I feel once you got used to its handling, it would actually do pretty well. It's too bad you can't make the damping stiffer without making the spring stiffer as well. You could using like engines on the bearings and stuff, but that's extra weight and it's not really realistic. I've been trying to make separate dampers for the suspension for so long and haven't really figured out a design I like. So yeah, today's community builds video might be a bit long because I have, I think, 7 actual blueprints and then a challenge to check out at the end. So I might not do a full lap with all of the creations, but we'll at least check them all out. The back end, at least under acceleration, that's another thing with scrap mechanic, is you have to also fight the torque a lot with the suspension. Creations like to squat in the rear a lot. Having your rear links different lengths can help counter that. But this is great. This is actually really nice to drive. Like I said, once you actually get used to driving this, get used to how it handles, it's really nice. Like, I didn't flip once that entire time, and there are creations where I've spent the entire time rolling, so this is awesome. I really like it. It handles really well, but I need to move on to the next one because, like I said, this is going to be a bit of a long video. Next, again, is by King Ralph, Trophy Truck Chassis 1, no description. So once again, we have a normal ARM style lower with normal upper, fully adjustable, lots of cement block, to distribute weight, trailing arms, 4-link, no bump stops or anything. So this is probably going to be similar to the truck we just checked out, but bigger. And maybe a bit more suspension travel. So I'm just going to go around the back part of this, part of the track, and see how it does. This is really bouncy. This is a creation that could definitely go with some bump stops. Or at least like dual rate or something, but that's a pain in the butt to make in scrap mechanic. It is very stable though. Like, I'm just holding full throttle pretty much, except for there, and it doesn't want to roll or anything. I just have to let off the throttle to get it to turn. This is good. I like it. But then again, I like pretty much anything that's off-road, so. Awesome. Other than the rear end being a little bouncy, but that's scrap mechanic. This is a really good truck. I like it. Looks like it's also all-wheel drive. I forgot to check the other one, but yeah, again, a good vehicle that once you get used to it, it would be really good. If we had analog inputs rather than just the digital, WASD, I could probably get the full performance out of this thing, but yeah. Could probably use a little bit more suspension travel in the front, but awesome truck. I would like to check it out some more, but I gotta move on to the next one, unfortunately. Next is by Stealthy Green, I'm assuming. Real drive 2nd Gen Dodge Supercat. Looks just like a second gen Dodge. I forget what truck this is. Ram. It's a Dodge Ram. It's like a 1500 or something. Let's check out underneath really quick. Good looking bodywork. Ooh, we even included the body mounts on the chassis and everything. There's some glitch welding going on. We've got the front axle, mock engine, gearbox, transfer case, exhaust, drive shaft and everything. There's the rear axle, back of the exhaust. Can we open the hood? No, I don't think so. The tailgate opens though. Awesome. I love it when vehicles look like they'd actually be properly usable. Like, to store stuff in it, you would have to use a couple chests or something, but you know what I mean when I say usable, I'm sure. And then hood, I don't see any bearings that would open the hood, so after the lap for this, I will... Whoa! You trying to kill me with the door? Out of the way. That's a fast door. Typically there's a button for the engine itself. That's probably reverse. Okay, so that turns it on. This one will likely go forwards. Left, right. That's the lights, I'm assuming. Not sure what that is. That's probably signals, yep. So that'll... That do. Oh, that one probably disables the auto center. Yes, okay. The only issue with... Ooh, lag. The only issue with the real drive vehicles is it's the physics holding you in and not like actually sitting in a seat, so now and then you can end up falling at the back. And my sinuses are kind of stuffy, so I'm like coughing a lot, but I'll try and cut out as much of me coughing as I can. Oops. It'd be neat if we could use... Ooh, your alignment's off a little bit. I keep wanting to turn the steering wheel straight to go straight, but the steering wheel straight goes kind of to the right. I really miss these real drive vehicles. Ooh, this is getting too laggy, so I'm going to unfortunately do that. Too laggy to drive at the moment, but you get the idea. Awesome looking truck. The real drive functions awesomely as always. I remember when you first started sending in real drive stuff. That was so much fun. And so cool. Awesome truck. I really, really like it. Ooh, there's a back door too. Hold on. The back door even opens. Nice. With sideways jump seats, it looks like. Awesome, awesome truck. But unfortunately, due to the lag, I'm not able to check this out too much. Let's take a look at the engine, see if it's a Cummins. It is a 4-cylinder. It is a baby Cummins. But it looks like it has the turbo. Oops. I did not want to get rid of that. By the way, it looks like it has the turbo and everything. Awesome. Which means there should be a radiator, an intercooler up there somewhere. Ooh, but a few parts went flying. That's the only downside to glitch welding is parts tend to go flying now and then. Yep, we've got an intercooler, probably a radiator tucked somewhere as well. Yep, that's the radiator, the intercooler's in front of it. Awesome. Awesome truck. I highly recommend downloading this and checking it out more yourself. Because, like I said, lag is kind of preventing me. And check out the other vehicles too. Should always check out the vehicles that are submitted. Okay, next, I'm actually going to do, this one is by Moral Orel? Moral O-R-E-L. Probably changed your name recently or something. By the way, it's a 2004 Ford Falcon Ute. No description. Basically, where I am in Canada, we don't have Utes. The only place that I know of that has Utes is Australia. Which sucks because I honestly really, really like Utes. We used to here with like the Chevy El Camino and the Subaru Brat and whatnot. It's basically a car front end with a box. And they usually look really good. Oh, this is real drive as well. Interesting. Maybe Stealthy made this too. I don't know. The only person I've ever really known to make real drive stuff is Stealthy, but this was not made by the same. This was made by Holy Diver on Steam. And yeah, this is made by Aurora. So, again, we have the main on button. I'm stuck in the roof. I have to hold the crouch button. The glitch welding's making it a bit hard to get the button. Uh-oh. And that's what I mean about the physics holding you inside. You tend to fall out the back of things. You've even got a little square there for the fuel hole filler thingy. Just the back open. Tailgate opens too, awesome. I love Utes. I would love to import a Ute somehow. Go. Let's not fall out this time. Try and get back to this. Oh, and there it goes. Okay, so, uh-oh. It's running away! Trophy Truck V1 by King Ralph. Help. Where'd it go? So, this next creation is Trophy Truck V1 by King Ralph again. And it is currently our rescue vehicle. Alright. So yeah, that's the only issue with real drive vehicles, is they can quite easily run away. The only thing I would suggest for real drive vehicles is put a sensor or two where they can see whether or not there's a driver, and then a gate, and have that lock off the go switch. So if you fall out, it automatically stops. Other than that, I don't think the hood opens. That looks like it's other stuff that's attached to... Yeah, that's the suspension bits that are attached. Oops. Awesome. A lot of glitch welding with this. Drive shaft, straight rear axle, simple, straight front end. With real drive, you have to have the two steering bearings. So, yeah, it's awesome. And then even like the rear roll pan kind of thing is on an angle how it should be. That's cool. I would love to have one of these in real life. They look so awesome. But unfortunately, I need to move on to the next one, which is Trophy Truck V1 by King Ralph. Same Trophy Truck chassis V2 with body. Oops, I did not mean to do that. So that is this chassis, but with a body on it. And it looks really good. I love seeing wheels get stuffed up in Defenders. I don't know why, but just Whether it's on airbags, or it's flexing, or it's a bomb truck going over jumps. It looks really cool. So I'm gonna try and get back to the starting line. I will go around this way so we at least get a bit of an idea. It has a 3-link in the rear, A-arms in the front. Doesn't look like there's anything too fancy going on, but it looks good. Front end seems a little stiff, but again, it's kind of hard to tune suspension in this. Yeah, the front end is really stiff, but that could either be just simple stiffness, it could be blocks getting in the way, who knows. Does 3-wheel really easy though. I love doing that with vehicles. And then the interior, simple. No glitch welding or anything, it looks like just a nice looking simple truck. Sometimes simple's better. What did you use for the hood? What are those pieces? This probably uses modded parts. Doesn't. Interesting. What is that? That's one solid piece. I'm curious to what that piece is. Could be the wedge, but it's not really showing. Interesting. Either way, looks really good. I like it. Again, this would be really fun once you get used to it. I feel bad I'm not spending too much time on each creation, but I want to get through them so I can show everything today. Next is a 4 compact system collector by R. What is their full Gumar? No description. Whoa. Okay. So this looks like... Oh, they're separate. Okay. Each of these are separate. So this is like a refinery kind of thing. I never thought of putting them upside down to make it more compact. That's a good idea. There's some stuff on top. What does that do? It moves them. Interesting. Okay. It flops it around to the other side. And then probably gets stuck. Okay. Nope, there we go. I've never seen anything like this before. Interesting. And then here we have a craft bot, which looks like it would be made or used to produce fuel. There's no description, so I'm just kind of going off of how I feel about everything. It looks like it's either made specifically for fuel or just lots of crafting and stuff. Because fuel and like batteries and water and stuff would get trapped in these containers. And then everything else would be able to go into these ones. And it looks like it would kind of feed itself as well, feed itself supplies. It'd probably be very handy in survival, but I have no way to really test it right now, unfortunately. I wonder if you could connect these two together. Alright, next is this. It is another... It's like another refiner. It's compact, picks everything up, shoves it into the bin. And then this one is another refiner. That's just more compact. Alrighty. I'm trying to picture like survival scenarios where this would be good. That's why I'm kind of quiet. Yeah. Just put your front wheels there, your back wheels there, your engine and stuff up here, and your seat and whatnot, and there you go. Little cutter head on the front, you'd be good, nice and compact. Interesting. I would have to actually test these and make little scenarios for them for it to check it out more, unfortunately. But it's cool seeing such like compactness. I'm at a loss for words. I can't think. I'm bad with words. But that's one thing I'm always battling in scrap is keeping everything compact, which is why I made the mobile base the way I did, where the refiner is in the bottom and all the storage for it's in the bottom, and then the back of the trailer is the like fabrication area, and then the front is, or fabrication and storage, and then the front is for living. This is the chassis from the truck we just checked out, so not a whole lot to check out. Normal A-arm in the front, some weight, straight axle, 3-link in the rear with trailing arms. Seems like the suspension's a little softer on this version, which it could be because of, oh, little bar to flip it over. But there's no body, so it's lighter, so it can have softer suspension. This is fast. This would get out of hand very quickly. But it handles really well. Especially with such long arm, long travel suspension. It likes doing wheelies, apparently. Oh, the front end is kinda stuck. I wonder why the front end is stuck like that. That's weird. I remember back before the lift did anything, when scrap first came out, you could build on the lift, but as soon as a creation was off of the lift, you couldn't pick it up again. So to roll stuff over, if you flipped a creation, to roll it back over, you'd either have to wedge the lift under it and roll it back over, or use a bar like this to flip it back over, and it's surprising to see someone still using the bar. I haven't done that in years. I wish the devs would finally finish scrap. We haven't heard of an update or anything in like, what, over a year at this point? It's kind of why I've gotten bored with scrap, is there's just... It's the same stuff now. Everyone's done everything we can with this. It's just different variants of the same thing kind of now. But awesome, awesome truck. Next is, again, by King Ralph. Similar to the crawler upfit, Cozy Race Day upfit. So it's my Cozy 8x8 with the crawler upfit on the back, but they changed it. Similar to the crawler upfit, but just made for a trophy truck. Peaking of the trophy truck is, well, speaking probably, it's the chassis we just checked out. And the button is for the ramps on the back. So, those that know the channel and follow along will know of the Cozy already. It's the coziest cab over you can get. And then a ramp to help it get on the back. I'm assuming this is what holds it on. And then we've got like a welder, gas tank, spare wheels and stuff. And the trophy truck. I should have left the ramp out, but there we go. So, same chassis we were just checking out. The bumper and ramps are a little bit different. Well, there's no bumper now. And then the back is mostly the same. Awesome. Let's see if the truck can go back on top. There's not much to check out with this because we just checked out this tube buggy truck thingy without the body on it. And then I built the cozy some time ago, so let's try this again. Come on. It's a little hard to get it to climb up on the back, but it does. Eventually. That works. I'll just drive around like that. For a bit of a reference though, for those that don't know, the cozy that they based this off of is in here somewhere, or at least it should be. There it is. That is the original rock buggy upfit for the cozy. It's just a little buggy I made with all-wheel steer, spare tires and stuff. And then the default cozy, I could just search cozy. There. And then that's the 8x8 cozy. So they just kind of changed it for a Baja design instead, which is really cool. That was the whole point of building the cozy when I first designed it and stuff, was to be a modular truck that you can do anything with. There's no bearing on the attachment pipe, but if there was, you could easily just remove one block and swap out the upfit for something else. I wanted it to be one truck that you can just swap out the things with, and then people could make upfits that they need. And yeah. Awesome. I don't really know what else to say about this, unfortunately. And then the last blueprint of today is a Land Cruiser by Laws. This has been waiting for quite some time. This is really big. The engine shakes. Oh my. I've never seen someone actually make the engine move before. It looks like a 2-link front, a 2-link in the rear, lots of cargo space. Don't think it opens. Nope. It looks like none of the panels open, but that can create more lag. Over fenders, hood. The hood might open, but I kind of doubt it. And then interior. All-wheel drive. Let's check out the interior. It's pretty good. A little bit of glitch welding. Better looking seats. Snorkel. Not sure. Oh, okay, so that's like two different drive mode kind of things. Yeah, there's two bearings there. If I go like this, it's going a bit slower. And then if I do that, it goes quite a bit faster. Interesting. Okay. 2. And then 3. Ooh, there we go. That looks really cool. I like how you made the engine move. Like I said, I've never seen someone do that. I'm not sure what 2 does. It could do something with the suspension, it could do something with the speed, I have no idea. All I know is hitting 1 makes it go a bit slower. And then 2 still doesn't seem to really be doing anything, so yeah. Interesting. And then the rear suspension. What is going on with the suspension? Like, what is it even held on by? That's interesting. I can't even tell what the springs are held on by. Probably some kind of glitch welding and stuff going on with that. Cool. Ooh, does anything make the fan spin? Oh, this is... 2 is like lifting and lowering it. And 3 is the hood. Okay, so if I just sit here and hit 2, it's currently not doing anything. But it was doing something with the suspension. So if I go flex it a little again, and then press 2, 2 is like the sway bars or something, it looks like. Interesting, okay. There's a lot more going on with this than I can directly tell. Like, look at all of that. A lot of it is lights for the bodywork, but that is just interesting. It's weird. Not weird in a bad way, but I've never seen a vehicle like this before. It's really cool. Lots and lots of detail. A lot of glitch welding. This would have taken a long time to build. I wish I got to it sooner. Ooh. But I unfortunately need to move on to the last thingy of today, which is not a blueprint. So I will be right back. Okay, here we are in the challenge mode tab with Agoraphobia by Lucy Digger. Agoraphobia is the fear of going outside. Agoraphobia is the fear of forgetting or being forgotten. So this was built around, like, being forgotten, I guess. There are 12 levels, so I might not get through all of it in this video, but I'll check out at least a couple of them. And in the description, they also recommend turning down the ambience, so I might have to do that. So we start here in, like, this front room. There's like a closet, kitchen and stuff. This is a nice little house kind of thingy. I'm not sure if you can see that, but the brightness is being a little weird for me. Hopefully OBS isn't picking that up. Here's a nice looking armchair. That's really nice actually. With a TV and stuff. That looks really good. That looks really good. Some outsideness. Shelf, books and cross and stuff. A big ol' grandfather clock. That's really cool too. Okay. Here's the bathroom. Nice simple little bathroom. And then bedroom. Wardrobe, more outsideness. Oh, okay. Excuse me. I guess... we're just looking for the blue button. I'm assuming it's in a different place this time. No, it's in the same spot. Okay. So, looks like everything is pretty much the same. So let's hit the blue button. Same time as last time, okay. That looks the same. 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 Everything still looks the same. Okay. It's the same time every time, too. Hey, the feet are gone. Okay. There's stuff missing from that shelf now. Stuff missing from the bookcase and the table. Mustard thingy's missing. The, like, soap bottle looking thingy's missing. There might be something missing from there. There's no more duck. Not sure if the duck left in the other one or this one. And it looks like there's some, yeah, there's stuff missing in here too. Okay. So I'm guessing each time, yeah, each time different things are going missing. It's like slowly running out of resources kind of thing. Fridge is empty now. Only the cross is left on there. For a second I thought the clock was going backwards. Was it going backwards in one of the other ones? And there's just more and more. The table's completely gone this time. Okay. There we go. Now there's nothing in here at all. Still nothingness. Did that change too? I'm not sure. Nothing under there anymore. I could have sworn these were in color before or something. The mirror's gone. Clock is still going normal, it looks like. I think something's missing there. Okay. Maybe I can get through all of these. Now the entire shelf is gone. Okay then. There's stuff missing from over here. Stove is gone. Looks like the other chair is gone, perhaps. I should have looked behind here earlier. The tub is now gone. Clock is still there, doing its thing. Wardrobe is gone. So there's just less and less stuff every time. See, I don't know the... Whoa, okay. I don't know the condition they're talking about, like I don't know any details of it. But I'm assuming this plays off of that. That's empty now. The thing, the hood range thingy for the stove is gone. Fridge is empty. That shelf is gone now. There's no stand around the sink anymore. It's just the bed in here. There's no rugs or anything anymore either, no paintings, no kitchen or anything anymore. Wow, okay. This is weird. There's nothing in the bathroom anymore, it looks like a padded room now. And then just the bed. Interesting, okay. And now there's not even a TV or anything. There's no windows anymore either, except for that one. There's no bathroom at all now. Clock is still normal. And there's not even a window or anything in here anymore. I'm sure I've missed something by running through so fast. Whoa. Now it's all just cement, and there is nothing but the clock. And the bed. And the bed changed colors too. Now it looks more like a prison. This reminds me a lot of normal agoraphobia, where you're afraid to go outside. So you're always in your house, and your house kind of becomes your prison because, whoa, because you can never leave. That was trippy. And it's just bright whiteness behind it. It's not moving. Going out into the void finishes it. I can still move around. And then finish. Interesting. That was definitely different. So yeah, that is it for today. That was definitely different. It will be the last link in the description, so if you want to check it out and read through its description and look up what it is based on, I highly recommend it. That was different. I wish I had more time to actually go through and check it out, but as always, you can submit anything you want to community builds, as long as it is appropriate. So nothing sexual, nothing overly deathy, whatever. Description for the Discord will be in the description for the Discord. The link for Discord will be in the description below. And then in the Discord there will be a Scrap Mechanic tab, and in Scrap Mechanic there will be vanilla and modded community builds. Everything today was vanilla. I kind of forgot to go through the modded tab, but whatever. Mods tend to not work now and then. So yeah, submit anything you want. You could also submit creations through the comments of this video, but it's easier for me to keep track of everything if it's on Discord. I used to take submissions on Steam as well, but having multiple places kind of makes it hard. So yeah, submit anything you want, and whatever. Awesome creations this week, as always. And yeah, hopefully I can get back into doing this more often like I used to once a week. With that being said, as usual, if you have any tips, tricks, questions, anything you want me to check out, feel free to leave it in the comments or send it in. And as always, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Because I know I enjoyed. I always enjoyed it. It's just, like I said at the beginning, I wanted to make sure I was in the right frame of mind to enjoy it. So yeah, bye-bye.